to NPS Now, your source for news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner. And with me today is Andrea Secor, Senior Director for Information Technology. Welcome, Andrea, to NPS Now.
Thank you so much, Karen. It's nice to be here.
Well, I am happy to have you in this seat today. The reason why is because we have a new Synergy information system, and I want you to tell us all about it. So first, tell me about the information system and why we chose to go to this particular new system.
Synergy is our latest and newest information system that we have in the district. It is a replacement to the system that we had here for almost 15 years, which was Starbase. Everybody was very familiar with that. A couple of years ago, around the time frame of August of 2012, we received information from our vendor that they were being bought out by another vendor. And at that point we knew, here we go. So within less than a month, we also received word from the new vendor that Starbase was no longer going to be supported as of August of 2014. And at that point we started our move towards what are we going to be moving to and what is the best solution for Norfolk Public Schools. Again, like I said, Starbase had been here for 15 years or almost 15 years, and we had put a lot into it. It had grown, and we wanted to be able to find something that was going to not only suit us for today, but moving into the future, and was going to give us some features that we knew we couldn't have in an older system.
So Starbase, what exactly were the functions of Starbase?
Starbase was our student information system, and it held all of our student data from information about where the child lives, the grade of the child, to anything that had to do with that student's education as they moved through NPS and their educational career here.
So this new system, Synergy, how did we learn about it, and are other school divisions using this system?
Synergy was one of the products that came to the forefront when we went out for our request for proposal. And at that point we went out to find what the best system was going to be based on the criteria that we set forth. We did look around at local districts, and Synergy is in the area as well. Some of our larger districts here in the Hampton Roads area are using it. We also had a very large Starbase user group within the state of Virginia, and we knew that not only were we going to be moving, but many of these as well. And so as we took this journey on, many of them did as well, and we started looking at what was going to be best, and quite a few of them moved into Synergy. And so although we've made the jump, there are a few that got there before us, and there's a few that are trailing behind us, but there's quite a few of us in Virginia now.
Wow, so which ones are like in our local area?
Virginia Beach is currently using it.
Okay.
We have it over in Newport News. Chesapeake is coming along behind us. They will be coming next year. I believe James City, Williamsburg also has it as well.
Wow, and Virginia Beach is the largest district.
Right,
so.
and then we have some up in Northern Virginia as well.
So what are some of the features that Synergy will provide?
Well, Synergy, we did something a little different there. Starbase was our student information system. We also had a grade book, which was eSembler, and we had a special education management system, which was Encore. And along the journey, we also found out that our special education management system, Encore, would also be going away and end of life. So we took advantage of that, and we combined our student information, our grade book, and our special education all under one umbrella into the Synergy product that we currently have. And what that does is it's kind of a one-stop shop for our teachers, our administrators, our parents. Our kids can have all of their information under one umbrella. The parents can log into that, see their grades, see their assignments. And as this product evolves and we grow it, there's going to be more and more information. There's going to be many features that are going to be a plus.
That's what I wanted to get into. So the new ParentVUE.
Yes.
That program will allow parents, teachers, and students to access it. So what specifically, again, will the parents, the students, and teachers be able to do in this new ParentVUE system that's through Synergy?
Correct. ParentVUE specifically is our ability, or their ability, to be able to log on and see what their kids have been up to at school. So they log in, and in a perfect world, if everything works as it is, they will see all of their children in one spot. And then as they select each of their children, they can see the grades that they've received for the specific subjects they're taking. They can see classwork that the teacher is putting in, and anything that pertains to what's going on educationally for that child.
That sounds great. So really, what makes this system the best choice? I knew we had to segue because of the other system was going out of business, so to speak, but what makes this the best choice for us?
We really wanted to take our time and look at what was going to propel us into the future. The features, the robustness of the product. There are student information systems out there. There are many. And some of them are much better suited for smaller districts. And we wanted to look at something that we could grow with as well. And this was a very substantial product as far as we could tell from the features that it had. And as we move forward, it's going to really propel us into the future and support us. Our intent is that we're not going to be making another change anytime soon as far as a student information system, unless we're forced to, from a product standpoint. But this was a product that we really felt comfortable with because it really did a lot of what we wanted it to do. And we also have a lot of districts in Virginia that are larger districts that are using it. And we felt that, you know, from the standpoint of having a group of us, we're going to be able to get better support from the company as well.
I think one neat idea, I almost said it, one neat feature that is going to be coming in the future is mobile apps.
Mobile apps. Really nice feature of Synergy is that there are mobile apps already available. And so if you are a teacher, if you are a parent, if you're an administrator, you have the ability to download these apps. I can't speak specifically for all the devices out there, but I know for sure Apple has some as well, and you can download that onto your phone and you can get access to your students' grades using ParentVUE or TeacherVUE. You can
Straight from your phone.
Straight from your phone. Straight from your little computer.
Wow. Great. So what are some other features down the road that we'll be looking to try to bring into the system?
Well, we've got a lot of things that we're trying to pull together, and one of the nice features is going to be teacher web pages as well, and that's in the works. And at that point, again, as we grow this product, there will be more features that as the parents log in, they're going to be able to see more information based on what's going on with their child, more information provided by the teacher in that classroom. The product has got a lot of area that we can move into, and it's just going to take us a little bit of time to get the product to where Starbase was. As far as features go, it's top of the line, and it's going to have everything available.
Sounds like to me it's going to have some longevity to it, but you know, technology is ever evolving, and it changed from year to year and over 5 years. But how long do you think, or in your thoughts, will we be sticking with this Synergy product?
Well, I certainly hope that as long as I'm here, we don't have to do another student information system changeover. If Starbase is any indication, hopefully we get a good 10 to 15 years out of it. We're going to cross our fingers. It is probably the most widely used system within the district, and it doesn't only touch internal people, being your teachers, your administrators, your students. It touches your parents. We probably have a customer base overall of 75 to 100,000 people, and that is huge. That is a huge undertaking, and we would like this to be a very robust and efficient product for everyone.
Well, recently I'm a parent of 3 Norfolk students, and I did receive my letter and with my login and password.
Correct.
And so parents, they're able to go in now and start working in it. So say if a parent has a problem trying to log in, who do they contact or who do they speak to regarding their issues with or concerns with ParentVUE?
Yes, we recently just provided parent logins. We did it a little different. We actually, for the majority of our secondary students, they receive mailers through the mail. And for our elementary students, we actually put it in their backpack and sent it home. So parents receive their logins, and if they are having any issues, we would like them to contact their school, and their school is their first line of support. If the school cannot assist them with the issue that they're having, maybe they have multiple children and they're only seeing 2 of them or 1 of them, then the school will contact our department, our Student Information Systems department, and at that point we will assist them in making sure the parent can access all of their children and the data they need.
So just as an idea, if someone received more than 1 letter,
Correct.
because they have more than 1 child in the school,
Correct.
what can they do? Is it okay just to use 1 of those letters and you get in and have access to your information, or do you need to do all 3?
We should contact the school at that point. If we have multiple logins, we want to get in there and we want to see, well, why did you get that? And what we're finding is that we've got some information in the system as far as addresses, particularly for our parents that need to be updated. And if we need to make sure that all of the information is correct, we need to make sure it's correct at
the school
across
level.
at the school level. And so we want to make sure that we address that properly. So we would, again, recommend that they call their school, and it can be any of their schools. If they have multiple children, they can call any of their schools to get assistance.
Great. Thank you, Andrea, for coming on the show and getting us started about the Synergy ParentVUE system, because now we're going to have you all stay tuned, because we're going to come up with John Aloisi, who's going to walk us through logging in and walking through the ParentVUE system. Stay tuned for more NPS Now. For more information or to view a video about how to use ParentVUE, go to the Parent portal and click on ParentVUE. Welcome back to NPS Now. With me now is John Aloisi, an IT consultant with Norfolk Public Schools, and he's going to help us walk through the new Synergy ParentVUE system. John, thank you for joining us on NPS Now.
Great to be with you.
Well, I am a parent of 3 students in Norfolk Public Schools, and I was looking forward to this day that you can walk me through how to log in, put my password in, and walk through this new system. So thank you for being here.
We can sure do that.
Great. Well, walk us through this new system, John.
Okay. Well, this is the main NPS webpage. I'm sure all your parents are familiar with this. And to access the new Synergy ParentVUE system, all they have to do is come to the Parents tab and click ParentVUE, and they will get this screen. And since they are parents, they will click I am a parent. You can see this screen will also be used once we open this up to students, right? And they will get the login page.
Oh, and also for parents at home, you should have received this little letter that has your login name and password. So you can read this information. If they have any questions, they can call their schools, correct?
Right. And I should mention a few things. Because we're doing the logins using a system called Active Directory, which will allow our parents to have access to other systems, we're giving them one user ID and password, and this system is kind of designed to allow parents to select their own passwords. We're asking that they not do that, that they use the password and user ID that is assigned to them.
From the letter.
Right. So there are a couple links I should mention on this screen that parents should avoid. One is this forgot your password link. Don't go there. If you do forget your password or lose this letter, contact your child's school, okay?
And they'll give a replacement password?
They can give a replacement password, exactly.
Okay.
And the other thing is, since they won't be using this feature here called the activation key, so they don't have to click over here. All they have to do is just right here in the user ID, username and password boxes, enter the username and password that was given on the letter.
Are they case sensitive? Excuse me. They are?
They are.
Okay, so if, like, this password has caps, they need to use caps.
Enter it exactly as it appears.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not going to do that here because I want to go over to our test system.
Okay.
But once you do log in, this is what the parent is going to see.
Okay.
All right. So this is the home screen, and you can see that there are a number of data areas that the parent can go through. We'll go through each one of those. You can see that there are 2 children listed here. So the parent only needs one password and one user ID, okay, and all of that parent's children should appear on this.
So I have 3 children, 2 high school, 1 in elementary. So all 3 of the children's names will show up ahead there. As
All
the header.
all three should, provided all the linkage in the system is correct.
Okay.
And if a parent sees that one of their children is missing from this, they should contact the school, and the school can get the data straight.
Okay.
Okay.
Great, great.
All right. So we can go right down the list here and look at the various data areas. The first one is the messages area, and I don't have any messages here, but teachers, administrators at the schools can send messages directly to parents, and
Wow.
parents can come here and view those messages.
Now, can parents respond to those messages from here?
They certainly can.
Great.
Not from here, but from another area on the system they can.
Okay, you'll show me.
I'll show you.
Okay,
Exactly.
great.
Right. Probably one of the most useful features of ParentVUE is this next data area. This is the calendar. Now on here, you can see that every assignment that every teacher puts into the system in her gradebook will appear on the calendar under the due date.
Under the
Okay?
due date, not the day that it was assigned, but under the due date.
Under the due date,
Okay.
right? So a parent, if I were, my children are long gone, okay? But if I were a parent in Norfolk Public Schools, this would be the first place I would come on ParentVUE every day. I would look for the date, and I would look at what assignments were given that day, or are due that day, right? Homework assignments and the like. So for example, the parent can click on this, and it'll bring up all the details of the assignment. This happened to be a test, and it's already scored. So the parent can see that Albert, our test student,
Right.
received 100 on this test, right? But all the details are there. Okay, so that's a really useful feature, and the parent can drill down in here if they just want to see what assignments were given by particular teachers.
Oh, neat.
They can just select that teacher from the list. So here's all Miss Willard's biology assignments for Albert.
That's interesting. Excuse me, that's interesting.
Yeah.
John, let's look under that field again, under Willard, and click under the teachers so I can see them all. And let's try to find a homework assignment. I saw the test, but let's look at a homework assignment to see how that looks.
Okay. Well, all of the assignments appear on the calendar. So you can see just by reading this one, for example, there's a homework assignment.
Okay.
All right. Now this was earlier in the month. We can go to the next month and see. Here's another assignment. So we can see both what's in the past as well as what has been assigned for the future.
For the future, okay.
Right.
And depending on how far in advance the teachers work, it could be up to November if they have
Oh,
their
sure.
lesson plan so far in
Absolutely,
advance.
yeah. If they assign a long-term project, for example, that would appear out there and later in the calendar.
Yeah, great. Okay, John, let's look at attendance next.
Okay. So under attendance, you see all of Albert's absenteeism, right? And there are totals for each of the period. At this school, this is a period attendance school, so attendance is taken every period, and we can see that Albert was absent for second period on this day and absent for first period on this day.
Oh, okay, and it'll show you which teachers you're absent with. Okay.
Yeah, if you can look at the Albert schedule and see exactly who the teachers were.
Oh, wow. Okay, the first, second. Okay, that's good information. That's good information.
There is also a calendar view for the absenteeism, so you can see what dates Albert was absent.
Okay.
Right.
Great. So
The class schedule is Albert's schedule, right? So you can see that, and you can look at, this is for the first quarter, and you can move throughout the school year and see where the schedule changes.
Oh, for every quarter.
For every quarter, right? Albert doesn't have a lot of changes in his schedule, but that first and second period is changing, as you can see. One nice feature about this is you see the teachers listed here, and they're hyperlinked. So if you click on the teacher name, it'll bring up your email client.
Show me that if you don't mind.
Okay, I'm not sure it's going to work on your
Oh,
computer,
okay.
but we will see.
Okay, no it doesn't,
Right.
but okay, it'll work at home on
It'll
my
work
home
at home.
computer.
Right, it'll work.
This
yeah,
is
if you
just that we
use-
remind the audience this is a demonstration.
That's right.
This is not an
That's
actual
right. Whatever
student's
email
grades.
client you use at home, you know, it'll bring it up and populate the to line with the teacher's email address and a subject. So that's a
And you can
good way
email
to-
the teachers
exactly
from those hyperlinks.
Exactly.
Oh,
Right.
that's
It'll
good.
go right to that teacher's NPS email box, and she will see that you are an involved parent.
Exactly. Let's look at the class websites.
Okay. This is a pretty cool feature. Let's go to Emma Willard, and there are topics listed over here, and then you see the topic items under this area, and all of the homework assignments that the teacher assigns appears here.
Okay.
So this would be a good place to go for a parent who just wants to check on what homework assignments are out there that Albert needs to address.
So
right?
what's under announcements and project
Announcements
information?
again can be anything that the teacher or administrator can put out there. All right, and teachers can actually create their own topics. There are some standard default topics, but they can create their own. And each teacher, as you see, has a website, so you can
Okay.
move between the teachers and see what is going on in each class.
And this does not take the place of parent-teacher conferences,
Yeah.
but you want to be able to inform them along the way so they won't find out when they come to a parent-teacher conference everything. They
Exactly.
can just be a follow-up conversation from what they've already been able to view online.
Right, and this is a place where parents can come to. Well, I was hoping there was a hyperlink here, but there's not. But teachers can put teachers can put other information out in the homework. They can attach assignments. They can attach documents. They can put up web links to videos.
So
That
how much information can teachers put in this system?
yeah, they
You
can
just mentioned web links.
With web links, you can link to just about anything. You know, so the teachers can put quite a bit of resource information out there for the parent and the student.
Oh, great. So let's look at the grade book. That's
Okay.
important.
The grade book might be the most important data area on ParentVUE. This is very much like the old grade book that Norfolk was using in prior years. All the details are available here. So you see when you come to the grade book, you have all of the students' courses listed, and these are all hyperlinks. So when I click on one, it's going to bring up all the detail for that particular grade book.
So it's the
At the
weight.
top, you have how the grade is being calculated. These are the assignment types or the categories for the assignments, and this is the weight of each of those categories.
Oh, good.
And then here's how the student is doing in each of those categories. Okay, points possible and points. And then here is how the overall calculated mark. Okay, so
Okay.
you can see Albert's doing quite well in his biology class. The details are down in this area, the gradebook summary for the quarter, and you can see each of the assignments is listed down here. This one is not graded yet. The others are already graded, and you can see what the student scores were on each of these. So it gives you all the details you need. Again, you can click on any one of these, and it'll bring up the details on that particular
And that's
assignment.
for every single class.
For every single class, you switch between classes up here. All right. So that's how that works. That's
And that gives parents a great overview throughout the year and to understand even the weight piece, the reminder that tests are weighted at 30%, homework 10%, class assignments 35%, and then alternative assessments whenever they have those.
exactly. And parents will notice that the assignment types differ depending on the course. Okay, the assignment types are set by district standard. And different subject areas have different assignment types, different grade levels have different assignment types, but you should see consistency across schools and teachers, you know, based on the assignment types.
Well, we're a month away from the report card, so let's see what that looks like.
Well, actually, we just did a interim report card, okay, and report card data is available on the ParentVUE system. So all you have to do is click on the report card tab, and here are the various grading periods, and you can see here is how this is the interim grades for this particular student, right? This data should look just like the report card.
So every teacher here where it says general biology and this has comments, they're able to put comments in there, but not everyone will put the same comments.
That's
use
right.
that field.
That's right. What you will see is at elementary schools, well, at every school, teachers can put into up to three coded comments. All right, pre-coded comments like, for example, this one is a coded comment, contributed to class topics. At elementary schools, teachers also have the ability to enter a free-form comment up to 100 characters, one per every class.
Okay.
And those comments will look like this. Okay, so it's a way for the elementary teachers to give a little bit more of a personal touch to the comment. Right. The teacher names appear over here. Again, if you click on a teacher name, it'll open your email client. Okay, so a parent can, right from this screen, say, hey, I'm wondering why Albert is at a C- here in language arts. What's going on? Let me, ask the teacher.
Or Albert needs help with violin
Right.
under advanced orchestra.
Right.
So what's under grade legend?
Well, the grade legend is the grading legend, and this really should be filled out. We don't have it filled out yet. We should explain what each of the grades, the grade ranges. Like for an A is 93 to 100, and so on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're familiar with the scale.
Yeah.
Already. And then under student information.
Student information is where basic student demographic information will appear. We don't have a lot displaying there yet. More will be coming, but the important thing here is for parents to check the home address, make sure the home address is correct.
That's correct.
And if it is incorrect, contact the school.
Or changes.
Yeah. Well, the way to do that is to contact the school, and that's very important, because if you want to get mailings, you'll go to whatever address is listed right here. Check the contact information as well. Notice the emergency contact information is listed here too. So it's just kind of a good way for the parent to see, here's what we have on file for your child, and if you see any errors there, contact the school.
Well, John, this has been very informative. I wanted to wait to the show to look and see how to do it, so thank you. You showed me a lot, and I'm sure the people at home watching were very well informed on how to get started on the
Well, thank you. I enjoyed it.
ParentVUE
There will be
system.
more coming. There's a lot more to this system that is not activated yet, but as time goes by, they'll see more.
And we'll have you come back on the show and discuss those with us,
Love
and
to.
walk us through.
Okay.
Thank you. And we want to thank you for watching NPS Now. It airs weekly on WNPS Channel 47, or you can view us online at www.npsk12.com. If you have any interesting story ideas or information, email us at npsnews@npsk12.com. Again, we want to thank you for watching NPS Now. For more information or to view a video about how to use ParentVUE, go to the Parent portal and click on ParentVUE.